Hey, everybody. Welcome. I know I am crazy late, but hey, this is it, Love Bugs. This is the final live episode of the Badass broadcast of 2024. And what a wild and beautiful year it has been. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the word beautiful. And I couldn't be more grateful for every moment that I've been able to share on camera as I've slowly come out of hiding and embracing my passion this year. It has definitely been a year of major growth. I feel like it just started. It seemed like just yesterday, Cat Williams was like outing everybody. And then next thing you know, they got P. Diddy. And like, it just, it all happens. Like, where did it go? Where did the year go? Oh my goodness. Anyway, tonight we are ending this year with a bang, stepping into our authenticity and setting the stage for an even bolder, more badass 2025. So let's make this last live of the year unforgettable. Welcome to another episode of the Badass Broadcast, your unapologetic space for stepping into your power, breaking through the bullshit, and showing the world who you were always meant to be. I am Lady T, and today we are talking about something that's going to shift everything for you. We are talking about stepping into your true self. The title of today's episode is Authentic as Fuck. Yes. So, we're going to stop dimming your light to fit into spaces that don't deserve you. We've been taught to play small and to mold ourselves into something that's acceptable. But I'm here to tell you, no more. No more. It is time to show up as the boldest, truest version of you. Because why not? And I'm not talking about the watered down version. I'm talking about the unfiltered, unapologetic, magnetic you. And I know it takes some time. It does. I didn't get here overnight. And I know some people probably wish I hadn't have got here, but it is what it is. All masks out. All masks are out, all masks are off. Like this is me. Um the world needs your realness. It needs my realness. It needs realness. Oh my goodness. In a world full of fake, like it needs realness. The world needs authenticity. So let's give it what it's craving. And I don't know, I'm getting a low quality rating on Facebook. I don't know what the deal is with that. But hopefully everybody can see me well and hear me well. So anyway, let's dive in. Um, Authenticity is magnetic. It is. It really is. When you stop pretending to be something you're not, you allow the right people to find you. You stop chasing validation and start attracting everything that's meant for you. People can feel the difference when you show up as your true self unapologetically. Like, you don't have to constantly tell people, like, oh, I'm real, I keep it 100, blah, blah, blah. Because as the saying goes, real recognize real. And people are going to feel your authenticity. It's going to speak for itself. Even in people who haven't accepted theirs, some are going to hate it because it's triggering. It's triggering to see other people step into their authenticity when you're hiding behind all these masks. But then some people are going to step into theirs because they're like, hey, she bold as fuck. Like, I want a piece of that. I want to do it too. So it's very inspirational, and you will attract your people. Anybody who has a problem with it, like, don't worry about it, because they're not your people anyway. Them are not your people. Don't even worry about it. It's easy to fall in the trap of performing for others, to put a mask on to fit into what society tells you is acceptable. But guess what? That's not where your power is. Your power is in being real. It has nothing to do with all those masks people want you to wear. And when you get real with yourself, the right people, people who vibe with your true energy, will find you. If you feel like you're surrounded by fake people, that might be a nudge for you to just take a look at yourself and see how authentic you're showing up. You'll stop wasting time on trying to win people over. Instead, you'll start attracting those who truly get you and who truly align with your energy. That's what happens when you're authentic. Your tribe shows up. I'm sure we've all heard the saying, your vibe attracts your tribe. Absolutely. That is absolutely true. So, here's an action step for helping you to step into your authenticity, to help you embrace it. So, you're going to just take a look inside and ask yourself, what have I been holding back about who I really am? Maybe it's a piece of your personality, a truth that you're scared to share. Maybe it's an opinion you've kept quiet about because you're worried about what others will think. I know one of mine, speaking of opinions, earlier this year when June hit, of course, here comes all the hate. It's Pride Month. So everybody wants to start slanging Bible verses. And I'm just like, you know what? I should have said something a long time ago. Because I get so sick of people being judged and mistreated for who they choose to love. I absolutely agree with the statement, love is love. And I have never said that publicly until June. And I was like, you know what? This is my coming out live. And of course, everybody tuned in. So it was just like, but I mean, I came out as an ally. And I 100% support. I'm not even gonna try to say the letters because it's too many. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I support y'all. Oh, 100%, because I just love to see people happy, and if accepting and embracing loving somebody of the same sex, or um being a different gender or whatever, like if that's what makes you truly happy, then that is a beautiful thing. If that's what makes you truly love yourself, that is a beautiful thing. Meanwhile, you got people out here who's claiming all these other things, like, oh well, you're going to hell and I'm following God and blah blah blah. But you're miserable. You're miserable. It's killing you to see somebody over here happy because you're miserable. So, like, just make it make sense. So that was one of those opinions that I decided to stand on, and I started speaking out about it, and I got rid of a lot of Facebook friends because I'm just like, I'm done with the ignorance. I'm done. I confronted every last one of them, and then I deleted them because it's just stop the foolery. But that was one of those opinions that I had always kept to myself, that I decided to be loud and proud about. So yeah, I'm gonna be loud and proud every June. I can't wait, and it's my birthday month, so that gives me an extra reason to be loud and proud. um, so what was I saying? There was you're asking yourself, what have I been holding back about who I really am? Maybe you've been worried about, most likely you've been worried about what other people think. Um, but here's the thing, like, your authenticity is not meant to be hidden. It's not. And I felt like the more I stepped into my authenticity, I felt more rebel, which kind of made me feel kind of cool. So I'm just like, yeah, rebel over here. I didn't do it to be a rebel though. I just did it to be me. And I mean, to others, it looks like you're being a rebel because you decided to step away from what's acceptable. Um, just because the masses say, oh, this is acceptable, and that's not. So, those of us who like to keep it real, we're the rebels. I'll be that. But here's your challenge, your first action step for the week. I want you to list three things you've been holding back about yourself, whether it's fear, a desire, a belief. Pick three things and write them down. And then you're going to pick one of those things and share it this week. And I know for some of y'all, that might be kind of scary. That might be kind of scary. But you don't have to share it with a person. If that's too much, like, baby steps. Baby steps. Maybe you can share it with a friend. You can go as far as to share it on social media if you feel comfortable with that. A conversation with your partner, or if you just feel like you just need to take that first little baby step, just share it with yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and speak your truth. Speak it out loud so that you can hear it. And I've had to do that many times, just facing the reality of certain things. Just look yourself in the mirror and say it out loud and see how it feels to just be real. Because the whole point is to stop holding back. It doesn't matter who you share it with. So the point is to stop holding back, embrace what makes you different, embrace what makes you unique, and embrace what makes you imperfect. Be perfectly imperfect. That's where your magic lives. So that is your challenge for the week. I'm sweating. So, speaking of being perfectly imperfect, let's embrace our imperfections. And let me just say, perfection is overrated. It is so overrated. It's just as overrated as normal. We've been sold this idea that we need to be perfect, or we need to be striving for perfection, and we need to fit some ideal image in order to be worthy. And that's all a lie. That is all a lie. Perfection is what keeps us small. It keeps us stuck in fear. It keeps us hiding behind the mask. How many times, or maybe even right now, you want to make a move on something, you got this big idea, but you don't have it perfected, so you won't move on it. You're just sitting on it because you're waiting on like the perfect time, or the perfect thing, or the perfect knowledge. It don't exist. It don't exist. That's what keeps you small and stuck and hiding behind a mask. Your magic is in your imperfections. It's in those raw, unpolished parts of you that make you stand out. Think about, we're all drawn to people who are unapologetically themselves. We all are. I mean, unless that's just something that triggers you, because I do know that some people, but I just feel like, in a way, even those who get triggered by those who are unapologetically themselves. Um, oh, wait, my computer's doing something. Even then, we're still like just automatically drawn to people who are unapologetically themselves. Even the ones that are unapologetically like really wrong. You see, like, they have so many followers because they're themselves. Like, they don't care what nobody think. They do what they do, and their vibe is attracting their tribe. Um, and that's just how it works. The ones who show up messy, real, and unafraid, those are the people that we're attracted to. I know I am. Like, I clicked on a live the other day, and she was like, I don't know, like, I caught a piece where she was like talking. I guess somebody had been trolling her and like talking about her wig or whatever, and she was like, "Okay, everybody know this wig," and I'm like, "See, that's what I like. I hate when somebody tells me, oh, it needs to be perfect and you need to edit this out, and because for a long time I was that person, and I can't tell you how many videos I made that never got published, that never made it to my YouTube channel or anywhere else because they just wasn't perfect or polished enough. So be raw, be unpolished. Those are the things that make you stand out. And the reason we're attracted to that is because it gives us permission to do the same. When you're like, hey, okay, yeah, like I can totally do this in a bonnet in the middle of the night if I need to. She's doing it. Like, it gives us permission to do the same. It gives us permission to be human. And especially if you're somebody who's craving that unapologetic authenticity. Like, that's what you want to be. You're like on the ledge. You don't know if you like want to jump into it or not. So like those people, you're attracted to those kind of people because it's like, yes, I want to be like that. And it gives you that nudge to feel free to go ahead and be like that. So embrace those part of you, and even those parts of you that you think aren't good enough. Those are the parts that set you apart. Those are the parts that give people that attraction, that magnetize people to you. When you show up as your true self, flaws and all, you will attract what's meant for you. Your vibe will attract your tribe. All right, so we are going to wrap this up with an affirmation. And just take a second to get grounded. Deep breath if you are able. You can just close your eyes, take a deep breath. Or if you are able to place your feet flat on the floor. And just kind of release all the tension. Drop your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. Unclench your butt cheeks. Rest your face muscles. Deep breath in. And out. All right. Repeat this affirmation. You can repeat it to yourself or aloud. I prefer out loud so you can really just feel it. I am unapologetically me. My truth is my power, and I attract what's meant for my authentic self. I embrace my imperfections and let go of the need for approval. I stand in my power, and I show up for myself fully and fearlessly. All right, another deep breath in and out. Just let your whole body sink and relax, and say it with me again. And this time, really feel it. I am unapologetically me. My truth is my power, and I attract what's meant for my authentic self. I embrace my imperfections and let go of the need for approval. I stand in my power, and I show up for myself fully and fearlessly. Yes, how does that feel? All right, so now, love bugs, that's the energy you need to take into the rest of your week. No more hiding, no more pretending. Show up as your most authentic self and watch how your world changes. Because when you live authentically, everything that is meant for you will come rushing in. And let's start the new year right. If you are ready to take your self love journey to the next level, be sure to join Elevation of Love, your space for empowerment, unapologetic growth, and badass transformation. We are waiting for you to show up as your most unstoppable self. And you will find that link. If you're on Facebook, you'll find that link pinned in the comments. If you are on TikTok, you'll find that link in the bio. Join us. And also, if you're ready to take action and break through those blocks that are holding you back, book a free badass breakthrough session with me, and let's tackle your fears, your doubts. Let's get you on a path to becoming the real, authentic powerhouse that you were always meant to be. And before I go, I want to remind you that the official launch of the Badass Broadcast podcast is coming January 15th, 2025. It'll be on all the podcast platforms, which I'm super excited about, like Apple and Spotify, and of course YouTube, like all the things. So super excited about that. Um, and it's going to be a weekly podcast bringing you even more fire to fuel your transformation. But for now, stand tall, stand proud, and remember you are an unstoppable badass worthy of everything your heart desires. Keep being real, keep being unapologetic, and keep showing up as your truest self. Until next time, let's get it.